Please welcome from Yuncos, Puerto Rico, Jayson, La Maravilla, Velez, and his opponent from Nogales, Mexico, Oscar Valdez.
Oscar Valdez entered the fight undefeated at 27-0, 21 KOs, having recently vacated his WBO Featherweight world title to pursue new glory at Super Featherweight.
His better rounds. And he catches him again with the right hand. He runs to the hole. Valdez sends him down with a hook.
A two-time Olympian from Mexico, he had already established himself as one of the sport's most exciting action fighters, combining relentless pressure with knockout power.
Who's the stronger guy now?
Valdez faced Velez with the goal of not only staying unbeaten but also proving he could carry his speed, explosiveness, and durability into the super featherweight division.
That was the 7th round TKO against Adam Lopez. But remember, on a day's notice, because the original opponent, Andres Gutierrez, he missed in that fight. And Valdez was very upset, just grading himself out, said, I made it.
And to Oscar Valdez's credit, Joe, you know, Adam Lopez is a good fighter, good amateur career, great coach. It's big for Oscar Valdez. Those types of things happen. It wasn't his best performance. He owned it, and he vows to be better tonight.
Velez is shooting the jab out there, but he's bringing it back kind of low. And Oscar Valdez is a mean left hook as well. You can see the right hand coming a little bit forward. He'll be able to land that signature left hook, too.
Velez goes to the body with a right hand.
Where's the jabs at from Oscar Valdez? No jabs? I mean...
Another right hand to the body from Jayson Velez.
Because he doesn't let a fighter warm up. I mean, it's been 1 minute and 30 seconds, and he's already saying they're not jabbing.
Dre, I was thinking the same exact
I'm just saying,
thing.
what a jab. You ain't got to throw it with conviction, but just throw something out there on your opponent.
It's the first round, Timmy.
Listen, man, all this sitting and waiting.
Through the left hand to the body.
See, Valdez swung for the fences right there with the left hook, but what he do, he's swinging up too high.
In just about 90 minutes, Bernardo. It's been an amazing run to deliver 13 fight cards to you from June 9th. That would be as much action as anybody could handle. He says, everywhere I go, everybody's asking him about fighting Berchelt in that first round. Valdez a little more efficient, judicious. He was 11 out of 29.
Eddie Reynoso was telling Oscar, look, don't lunge, stay behind.
He's marching forward. He's controlling the tempo right now. He's throwing against Valdez.
He has a 2-inch advantage.
You see the style change for Oscar Valdez. It doesn't mean that he can never be the guy that gave him that blood and guts guy every single round. It's just not sustainable. You want to see that guy in glimpses, but you also want to see the fighter you're seeing now to set up the big...
Like that turning point we saw in his career in March of 2018 when he fought with a broken jaw. Who came in overweight that night, so couldn't fight for that featherweight title, but what a battle that was.
What he's doing is he's waiting. He's letting Velez get comfortable, and he's waiting on the perfect shot to land on him.
Extra long camps that they feel like their bodies have had to endure. Getting ready to fight of live boxing to national TV and this on ESPN. Before we take a little bit of a break and get back to championship fights on Saturday nights. Timmy, you said that you think Valdez is laying some traps.
Test, he's waiting, then he's gonna pounce sooner or later. He's gonna have to turn it up. I think he's gonna step it up and get it inside and then start working his hands. But you know, I noticed something, Tess. He got a mouse that's forming on his eye. If this kid's eye closes, then it's gonna be some issues for him.
And we will monitor that. There's that up jab. Now right hand follows.
He finds himself getting hit. He's not piling up enough points or inflicting enough damage. It's a strenuous thing mentally to know and to teach yourself when to fight right before our eyes.
So what manifests here in the early rounds, Dre, is exactly how we started the conversation at 8 o'clock Eastern tonight.
Changes most of the time, and he never wants to be in that situation ever again in his life. I mean, it's a good headline like that. That's why you see him boxing the way that he is right now.
Yeah, a situation where you have your jaw wired the following week after a fight, and you're not eating food for a few months. There's a left hand.
Former world champion. He has an experienced trainer in his corner. Swelling under the left eye. Hopefully it doesn't be an issue down the stretch of this fight, but an end swell should be on that eye.
Well, Eddie Reynoso is not only his trainer, but also his cut man, so he does need to get that end swell going. Now, keep moving your waist when you're trying to work your way in there.
Let's watch that right hand of Velez and see if the left hook opportunity exists here. Digs underneath, and there it is. Comes up.
Maybe that left hand, the flush left hand that Valdez is landing on the chin of Velez.
I don't like what I'm seeing. I understand not getting hit, but you know, you can also be offensive like but I'm just saying, Ted, there's a will, there's a way. If you got
there's no doubt about it. Jayson, Velez, and Valdez found success doubling up that left hand moments ago, Dre.
But Valdez didn't turn the shot over. Look here, boom. That's the shot that hurt him. And then, boom, he kind of hit Velez with the palm of the glove, and that's why it didn't.
Wait, they're not going to give it to us. That round he stole from you. You've got to go after him.
Velez is doing a good job. I mean, he's switching up his attacks. He's changing levels, going down to the body with the jab, coming up top.
Again, not allowing Valdez to think. And then the other part is Valdez just not being confident around in the gym. That's one thing. That's one level of pressure. But when you're in a fight, two styles. Prevailing right now. Velez, his boxing isn't as pretty as Valdez's, but it's more effective.
Velez nearly falling all the way in there, and
that body work is the key for Valdez. He's got to stay down there. I'm seeing.
Oh, left hook puts him down. Knockdown scored here in the closing moments of round 5.
5, 6, 7, 8. Come to me. Come to me. You good? That in?
So the power of Oscar Valdez shows up.
Ya viste así tranquilito. Te quiero bien vivo con esa cabeza escondida. Oíste, quiero que tenga moviendo.
Beautiful left hook right there. Time to the right when you get away from a jab. Okay. And that's exactly what Valdez did. He went instead of a jab, right in between Velez's jab. Beautiful shot by Oscar.
Top contending 130-pounder with 6 title defenses as the WBO Featherweight champion. Left hook to the body against
and then throw the big shot, namely the left hook upstairs, and fight may be over at that point.
You have a fighter that has a weakness. You got to understand and know that weakness, and you got to get in that position to expose that weakness. So go to the mid-range and battle him in that, you know, battle him in the close quarters, in the inside. He's
Tim,
not
I
a really
think
good
Valdez
inside fighter. Sit on the outside and get picked off. Get close to this man.
Stop.
His head and come over the top with that left hook. If he wants to get this fight over with, he's got to turn it over like he did in the previous rounds.
But he's never been stopped. He's been in with Ryan Garcia, Juan Manuel Lopez, Joseph Diaz, had a title challenge to draw against Evgeny Gradovich.
There's punches right down the middle from him for Velez.
But just like that. He didn't throw it, but that's what he's looking for.
Hurt late. Right now, Valdez has a 70-42 connect advantage to this point and a 52.
With a lot of steam on him, so he's trying to allow Velez to open up so he can punch inside Velez's punches.
Bernardo.
Eddie Reynoso told Oscar in the corner, you were a little bit out of control in that round. Emilio Lozada told Jayson Velez, hey, you are going to get a chance because he's going to open up here.
If you're Jayson Velez, you don't wait for the perfect shot against Valdez. He's got to keep sparring around, so conditioning should not be an issue. That's Velez's best opportunity to win this fight tonight.
I'm letting you know right now, Valdez goes the distance.
We will have plenty of time to talk about that if things stay the course here.
A bad string in your career where you got knocked out, or maybe you got hurt in a fight and you find yourself gun shy. You got to say, listen, I may get knocked out, but I'm going to be myself. I'm going to let my shots go. I'm going to be aggressive.
It's funny to think about Valdez that way, a guy who has 6 title defenses, wins that fight by TKO, bit of a quick stoppage, but such is the case of where Oscar Valdez is as he tries to get after it here. Valdez has scored the knockdown in round number 5, trying to get himself a win. Bubble from one bubble to the other. We're here at the MGM Grand COVID-free bubble. Opening day a couple days away, and the best Edgar Berlanga continues a perfect 14 for 14. They'll have much more on that.
You got thinking fighters, like Andre Ward was a thinking fighter. He was a mastermind in that ring. You couldn't outthink him. You know, I was more of a reactive fighter. I had quick feet, quick hands. I could get in and out. I had ring IQ. Make him pay. He should be coming forward, being himself, still being defensive at the same time, but letting his hands go.
Over to each of your broadcast careers and your style as broadcasters as well.
Thanks.
No doubt about
Dre,
that.
you was a beast in the inside. There's no doubt about it, Dre.
Just a little.
That's our production
Never
crew.
fully dies.
Velez coming forward towards Valdez now, and a chopping right hand moments ago.
Good trainer does. This is what a good trainer does. He takes your attributes and all right, defensively, Valdez was weak defensively, but you can't take away his offense. Train those areas without taking away your strong suits.
So you point the finger to Eddie Reynoso on the offensive side.
Yes. What are you trying to be, Canelo? Canelo. Oscar Valdez is different.
In the co-feature, as Edgar Berlanga was going for the streak. We'll have more post-fight coverage of Berlanga's streak. It happened 62 seconds to start his career.
Joe, I don't like what I see from Oscar Valdez tonight. I just don't see confidence. I don't see. But Joe, like I was saying, just Oscar's not showing me what I thought I would see tonight from him. Came up short against those guys, but this isn't the guy that's supposed to make.
You know what I find interesting about having that conversation, Dre, is that it's not dissimilar to what Valdez told us. The results once he's in the ring that he thought he would based on.
Because this is not the gym. Right. This is not the gym. These are not paid. When they think a guy is invincible, you'll see him a little hesitant. Even some of the toughest guys in the sport, they come alive. And you see Jayson Velez fighting over his head tonight against a former champion.
No. Stop. There we go.
Opening himself up wide in the inside. He needs to be careful. Valdez is sitting on those left hooks.
Go from Vegas. 10th and final round here. Top Rank Boxing on ESPN. Joe Tessitore and the guys. 9 rounds. Valdez has a 121-60 connect advantage. He had the left hook that scored the knockdown in the 5th. Head on the scorecards. But Dre, you've described this as a performance that does not bring about a lot of confidence or consistency.
Wings on the other side of this fight. If it wasn't for that, maybe I'd say, okay, this is another good building moment for Oscar Valdez. He'll go back to the drawing board and maybe he'll do better next time. And when you got Berchelt,
never been stopped.
Valdez, he's stepping back. He'll make Velez miss, but then he doesn't make him pay, and he'll stop him from coming forward.
Oh, there's a left hook to the temple, and now, with a minute and a half to go, we'll see if Valdez can take advantage. Instead, it's Jayson. Run to the roar.
That's why sometimes you got to step back. Exactly.
Run to the roar.
But, you know, you have Tess.
He goes down that time with a short left hook on the inside. He's been wide open, stepping to the inside for the last couple rounds. Second time he's been down from a left hook. Let's see if he can survive these last 45 seconds. Off balance again, and that will do it. It's going to be a 10th round TKO for Oscar Valdez.
But Tim, if you remember all the way back in the first round, he started getting a red eye, the left eye. He was getting hit with lead rights. Velez has a 2.5-inch reach advantage on him. If you can't deal with a lead right from Jayson Velez, how are you going to do it with Miguel Berchelt? He should be further along. You know, I mean, it's almost as if he forgot what's good about him, and he needs to remember who he is.
I felt a little rusty at first. I felt like all the time I was in shape to go. If I had to go to war, I was worthy. You know, I was capable of being like that. But
Declaring your winner by technical knockout, Oscar Valdez.
I want to accomplish my dream, is to become a world champion, a WBC world titleist.
At 130, the champion is Miguel Berchelt, who has a 5.5-inch reach advantage against you.
Valdez challenged WBC Super Featherweight champion Miguel Berchelt on February 20, 2021, defeating him via 10th round TKO to become a 2-division world champion and capture the WBC title.